Hi guys, and welcome back to another console review. In today's video, we'll be asking the question, is the legendary Nintendo DS still worth it in 2024? You're watching LCD vs IPS, and let's get into it. But before we start, if you enjoy the video, remember to like and sub, it really helps me out. So to start, here's a bit of history of the DS. This console was first introduced in November 2004, in order to finally replace Nintendo's aging Game Boy range. Funnily enough, the console shares many parts with the Game Boy Advance SP. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see a review of this console. Furthermore, despite using a whole new, smaller cartridge, the Nintendo DS retains the ability to play Game Boy Advance games. However, it cannot play games made before that. At the time of launch, the Nintendo DS had no real competition, and hence it sold extremely well, selling the most ever handheld consoles at a staggering 154 million units overall. Despite the introduction of the PSP, which was a far more powerful console, the DS had more appeal due to a wider range of games and more accessibility. This accessibility carries over into 2024, where it is extremely easy to pick one of these bad boys up. So let's talk prices. I bought this console for £45 from CEX, which is an absolute bargain considering the condition it's in. There is hardly any of the scratching on the console, and it retains its original functionality. However, my console did not come with anything else except for a charging cable, and it came very badly packaged, a standard CEX procedure. Still, it had a warranty, and it was a great find at the time. On eBay, these consoles in good working order tend to go for around £20 to £50 and occasionally come with games, chargers and cases. You can pick one up for less, but I wouldn't recommend that unless you're willing to resell and repair these consoles. Moreover, out of the so-called good working condition consoles I've bought off eBay in recent times, 2 out of the 3 have turned out not to function properly. More on that in another video. Anyway, if you can get a DS which you're happy with within that price range, this could be a good shout out for a bit of fun. Now, let's talk about games. The DS ended life with an astonishing 3,468 games, well over the amount made for the equivalent PSP. The DS also had access to the entire Game Boy Advance library, adding a further 1,538 games to the list. In this video, I'll play 2 DS games and 1 GBA game on this console to show its functionality. Starting off strong, I've got Cars Made to National. This is one of my favourites on this console for its uniqueness. You have to be careful when you're buying one of these consoles to make sure it comes with a stylus. The touchscreen does work with your finger as well, but it's more effective when you have a stylus.
Basic getting sprung. We used to dance the night away, hang out the whole next day, laughing.
As you can see, I've played this game quite a bit. As you can see, compared to Midnight Club LA Remix on the PSP, this game is a lot more basic. However, it's still quite fun. The next game we'll play is 42 Alltime Classics, which does exactly what it says on the tin. It's a shame Nintendo never made a version of this game with games from consoles such as the NES or SNES. Let's play Balance. DS plays well with 2 original DS games, but how will it handle a GBA game? This is Mario vs Donkey Kong. You have to put it in from the bottom of the console. As we can see, it pops right up. And you get the classic GBA loading screen. Lastly, let's talk about customization. Everybody wants their console to be their own. However, the DS lacks a bit in this area. The only things you can really change are the colours of the banner and your name. Furthermore, I can't find anywhere which actually allows you to mod a DS. It's just too basic for that. But let me know if you find somewhere down in the comments. However, I'd say that if you want to mod a console, you'd be better off going with the DS's competition, the PSP, or the DS's younger brother, the 3DS. So, does it stack up to buy a DS in 2024? Well, I'd say if you want access to some of the best games for the 2000s and playability for the GBA without the budget, I'd say go right ahead. However, if you're not bothered about the GBA compatibility, it might be worth stretching to the 3DS instead, because that's an all-round better console and still plays original DS games. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's review. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, once you've subscribed that is, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is LCD vs IPS, signing off.